So it's my first day back in Cape Town. I've had an entire month of holidays and I have a massive amount of catching up to do today. So while I'm not back at work yet, there's a whole bunch of stuff happening at Rocking that needs my attention quite urgently. So that's on the cards today. First though, I need a haircut, like really badly. Right, so the haircut's done. Cape Town is absolutely howling with wind today. It's some of the worst wind I've seen in a long time. As a result, some of our antennas at Rocking have taken a bit of a beating and have become misaligned, which is creating all kinds of connectivity problems for our clients. So a bunch of the things I needed to do, I'm not going to do because I really have to get there and get up on a roof to go and realign antennas. Getting up on a roof in this wind is not my idea of fun. Oh, you like the haircut? I like the haircut. Getting up on a roof in this wind is just not my idea of fun at all. In fact, it's probably downright dangerous. So I managed to avoid going up on the roof today. The worst part about getting back from a holiday is that there's just so much stuff that you need to catch up on. It really just has been emails and meetings and conversations and planning. Some cool stuff we're going to do this year, but man, the amount of admin, and it's just ludicrous. Dashing out of the office quickly for gym and food in my bus. I'll have the Caravelle washed later. I want to get some pictures of it, and I promise that before the day is over I will tell you more about the Caravelle. A couple of things I need to talk about, things that happened in Neisner that I think is really important to know about the Caravelle. So I've pretty much had a full day of meetings. We did the beer run, we drank all the beer in between the meetings. Yeah, we do meetings with beer. Time to go home. It's about 7:30. Check all the lights. Time to get home, and I didn't get around to washing the Caravelle at all. But there are a couple of things that I do want to talk about on the Caravelle. The most important of which is this little sign on the back of the Caravelle. This one. Just because it can go off-road doesn't mean you should take it off-road. We took it off-road quite a bit in Neisner, once to Jubilee Creek and once up to Spitzkop. It handles the dirt really well. So let me just clarify. You can take this thing off-road. It handles a dirt road, even with sharp inclines and lots of slippery soil. It handles the dirt really well. The problem is that the car just doesn't feel built to handle the off-road. So things like the back window that slides open, the minute we were on a dirt road, it just rattled quite a lot. And it's exaggerated by the fact that the minute you come off a dirt road back onto tar, the car is incredibly comfortable and quiet and smooth on a tar road. It really is a good drive. But on the dirt, it just seems very unrefined. It's got a hydraulic suspension. It's just not built as an off-road car. The 2-liter diesel engine produces 132 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. It does a really great job of pulling uphill. The DSG gearbox is one of the best things Volkswagen have ever done. They managed to put this gearbox in just about every type of car they make, all the way from like a 1-liter Polo right up to the Caravelle. For the trip, we had 7 people in the car. There were 4 adults and 3 kids. It didn't feel squashed or cramped once. Everybody had space. There was space for bags. There was space for cameras. See what I mean about pulling well? The problem is if you have the back seat all the way to the back, you've got quite a small boot. So for 8 days we went to Knysna and back, we went to Jubilee Creek, we went to Spitzkop, did a lot of driving around, Wilderness George, backwards, forwards. In total we did just shy of 30 hours of driving. That is, out of our 8 days, more than one entire day just driving. And in all that time, not once did anybody complain about an uncomfortable seat. There are also lots of spacious compartments everywhere. So I've got one at the top of my door here where I have my keys and my wallet and all that kind of thing. There's another really big one further down where I had bottles of water and all kinds of other stuff. In fact, I had my cameras in there at some point. There's a ton of space between the front seats where the floor's flat and you can lie things down. In the back, there's just compartments under the seats, between the seats. There's the table thing which has a whole bunch of compartments in it. The downside of that, of course, is not being able to find things when you know you've put it somewhere in the car, but you have no idea where. Of course, the middle row of seats do the whole 180 degree thing. So you can either have the two seats facing forward with the table in between you, or you can turn them around and have them facing backwards. The front of the Caravelle is pretty much VW technology. You've got a 7-inch screen up there. It's got that cool technology where it hides a bunch of the menus. Then as you move your hand closer to it, the menus kind of pop up, and then when you take your hand away, they hide again. That's quite clever. You know, they share a lot of these parts across a lot of the cars, but it does a few things. Firstly, they're really, really good. This isn't rubbish technology. It's not like they've got a really crappy touch screen and they've now deployed this crap to all their cars. They got the touch screen right. It works properly, and they've now put it in all their cars. DSG gearbox works properly, put in all their cars. The ergonomics, the steering wheel, the feel, the leather, the materials is perfectly worked out, and they use it everywhere. You've got a single USB port and a single auxiliary port. You can also tether your phone via Bluetooth and stream your music that way. So if I've got to sum up the Caravelle, it's a big car, very spacious, lots of room for everyone and everything. It's powerful, it's comfortable, very smooth, great car to sit in, drive long distances in, not great off-road. And we're home.